The next 2 days are like a gap, like a space to create something new. We just finished a 9-week process and completed it. And there's like today, Thursday, Friday, Saturday are 3 days. It's like creating space for something new. How auspicious is this when there's a full moon on Saturday? However, as the month of October is coming to a closure, it's still within that mind frame of physical and mental constraint. A lot is on our mind, a lot we feel some sort of like unrest. There's a lot of unrest, and I would say we need to up our physical activity, our meditation, breath work, anything that kind of diffuse mental overload, so to speak. However, this Halloween, it's come within a full moon, and it's from all days. This year it has the elements of illusion and I would say deception. It's double the illusion and the deception this year. It's double physical and mental constraint. So I would suggest you celebrate however you would like to celebrate, but within a framework of safety, a framework of boundaries, and I will tell you straight, don't get crazy because within that Saturday, within a full moon, craziness will mushroom to something else, or wildness, so to speak. It's already a wild atmosphere here. We entering on Sunday, we're entering the 45th week of the year, and this week is ruled by 11. 11 has to do with high level of fanaticism in one hand, but also high level of spirit. It's spiritual mastery, 11. 11 is the amalgamation of all the numbers together. And as we're entering this, happens to be election week, there is a sense of more elevation in one hand. On the other hand, more sense of conflict and boundaries and distrust. Distrust is in its height. 11, when it goes negative, it's about fanatic reaction on all sides. So the advice is basically find space of harmony within the conflicting flavor or the environment. Make sure that you actually take care of yourself. Make sure that you connect to yourself more frequently so you can actually be present to what's happening and what's going on. We're going to talk more about November in the coming up newsletter, but I want to also share something Halloweenish. It's this coming I would say Halloween, it's a full moon. And if we're looking at it from a tarot deck perspective, my tarot deck is very Halloweenish to begin with, I have to say. So the High Priestess represent the moon energy. It represents the wisdom of the emotive, also the connection between the dreamlike, the imagination, the space of dreaming, the space of the unseen gate from the living and the spirit. And as we're entering this Halloween, in one hand, it can be a beautiful connection to our own spirit, to where we want it to thrive and go and prosper, where we wanted to actually create more of a, I would say, harmony in our spirit. Where do we want to connect to past spirit's wisdom and bring it to the current moment, where we want to actually create more connection to the emotive side of that wisdom and create more harmony, versus 2, which is the High Priestess card, has to do also with this aspect of trust, duality versus harmony, conflict. People who are born under that auspicious time of the moon has the capacity to connect deeply, to leave the past behind, and create connection with many, many souls. But they also have the capacity to create duality, conflict, and generated by our own distrust. So trust issues going to come up Friday, and going to come up this coming Saturday, and going to come up this week. 11 is a higher octave of a 2. So about Halloween, we need to actually, so when 2 goes 10 rounds, it becomes 20. 20 is the card of judgment. It's basically resurrection of souls from past lives. So that's where some of the kookiness of Halloween can come in some sort of like not the best way, especially this year. And we need to actually create more boundaries this coming Halloween. It's not, the game is not life as usual. We are in a different space of consciousness and different space of the timing of this coming Saturday, the 31st. The 31st of October this year has double mental and physical confinement. And with that mental and physical confinement, the outcome is of the year, of the day's path, the day path. The outcome is basically mastery. We need to master our own space. We need to let go of things that are not working for us anymore. And it's not necessarily conditioned by outside forces. It's not necessarily conditioned by other people. It's something we need to work out internally. And as we go to this 9 path this Saturday, this is the Hermit card. It's a 9. It's basically, this is a card that symbolizes an evolutionary state where we come to a place of mastery, where we look within to understand how far we came. So it's like a cocoon. This is how I see it. It's like a cocoon that the aspect of cocooning is coming out for the next 9 cycles as a beautiful butterfly, as a whole other different level of freedom and inspiration. But Saturday is a good time for contemplation, for cocooning, for boundaries, for going within and doing an inner inventory. It can be fun too. It doesn't mean cocooning or creating a ritual with other people this Halloween about looking within. Can be something we can do together, either over Zoom or over outside, to walk with some people that you know and doing an inner inventory. That's all for now, for today. Have fun, be safe, have fun with boundaries, and just do a check-in with yourself. Do a check-in with yourself. Hari Om. Namaste.